I was going to add something to that, but obviously. But like I said, I mean, it's the smaller leagues that I paid the biggest price. Well, we've got one qualifying ban, and Allied's supposed to be here, so he might be joining in to qualify. He's got clear in the quality to get in. Prudish is the one with the quality ban. And we'll get the weather forecast in a minute. Right, everybody, welcome to European Formula Racing, round number 13. We are at Italy, Monza, season number 7. I'm joined by Stone Shuffle.
Hello.
Will you include your audio? That'd be a good start if you have.
I've done it, yep.
Let's go. Right, there is a championship up for grabs today. The title's up for grabs for gold. If Quadro wins the race, he'll win the championship. It's as simple as that. He's 99 points clear with, well, 3 races to go after this one, so...
So just a small advantage then.
Just a little one. Bulbies has missed a few races, so... But the thing is, though, Waldo's 99 points behind him, but hasn't done the first 3 races. He wasn't full-time driver until round number 4 or 5, so... So Waldo did give him a 3-race head start.
Yep. Did he score in those early 3 races?
Waldo didn't race in them first 3 races.
Oh, he didn't race at all?
No. He raced as a reserve in the next couple, and then he went full-time.
Sure.
So we are missing 1, we should have 13. Just waiting for Allied. Oh, Allied is out, actually. It's a Quadro has put it in there, so... So we have down to 12. 4% rain in the race, so it should be dry. Yeah, so we all dry then. 3% in qualifying, 4% in the race, so it should all be dry. So it's a medium hard or hard medium, or a soft hard, as I proved on Wednesday. By mistake.
I think that soft hard one's a really good strategy if there's an early safety car, which quite often happen here. Because you can pretty much run the hard forever here, I think.
I was on the edge when I finished, though. And I boxed lap 7. So it would be very, very... You have to save them, pretty much, I think. And obviously safety car brought me back in as well, which helped massively, so... We'd have to see. I think some of the front runners could probably do it. I don't know if the ones at the back can. Pretty said with the qualifying ban. Right. That's what else produces thing. First quiet on track is Little Showers.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go on board for Navadi for his lap, and I'll watch around that, see how he gets on. What was pole here the other night?
Well, it was wet, wasn't it?
Oh, wet session.
It was wet quality, so I think it was like 20 something. Like 20 something, I don't know what it was exactly. You too, Flavour, good luck. Yeah, so Navadi and the Stars are both on laps. Out laps then, pretty much a Callan, Quadro, Harry, and Air Max. Active has just started his hot lap as well. That's invalidated for Showers.
Navadi's just coming through the first chicane now, going into the Lesmos. He hit just over 200 going into the chicane.
Well, this is one circuit though, we can't know about low wings because everybody's going to be running low wings.
Yeah, they will be. Coming through the second DRS, we'll see what sort of top speed he's hitting so we can gauge it against the other drivers. So just before Ascari's hit 212.
Yeah.
Cleanly through there as well.
So he is running some wing on the rear. Anyway, if there's no rear wing on that part of the track, it'll be like into the 13s. Oh, someone crashed. Or someone's letting someone past. It's a Haas, so it would be Shaz.
That's a very clean lap from Navadi, and that's 120.3.
Pretty much what I was doing in practice. So we would be expecting in the 18s, I think, for Quadro and that. Active 121.2 with Quadro 2.
That's Quadro just going down the back straight before... Oh, I'm trying to remember what the last turn's called. Ascari?
That's the one. Not the last. That's not the last turn, is it? But
no, Ascari's the chicane.
Yeah, the last. I can't remember the last.
Parabolica. That's what it's called.
19.6 from the first run as well. So I think we'll be in the 18s by the end of qualifying. Right, next car to set a lap time. I think it's Harry. Then Air Max, and then Dark.
Oh, there's a bit of help going on between the AlphaTaris. Bit of slipstreaming and an invalidation through Ascari for Air Max.
There was a car in front though. He was on a lap where I don't think Navadi was on a lap though.
No, he wasn't. He was helping him with slipstream.
Oh, down this short straight, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so Dark's also invalidated, so his lap is done. Shaz is probably just going out. He's already done one lap on the soft zone.
Dark looks like he's got enough fuel for a second lap. So he's going to go again after his invalidation.
Jazz goes 120.054 P2, so we say Dark again. Yeah, Flavor's also on that lap just behind him. I think Flavor's actually at Lesmo, isn't he? Yeah.
Oh. Bit of a moment for Dark in the first chicane. Clipped the curb too hard.
Yeah, going in, it's normally on the exit. It's normally on the exit that they seem to drop it at turn 2.
Yeah, he was... I think his turn-in was a bit stronger than he thought it was going to be.
Oh, yeah, Schumacher. So they've got 12. 13, sorry.
So the tyres seem to be holding up well for a second lap. They have to report. Dark heading along to Ascari now. Slightly quicker, 2:13 before he hit Ascari. Plainly through there as well. I always have to watch that last curb in the exit of Ascari on the left hand side. You clip that too hard and you're almost certain to go into the wall.
I seem to be if I touch it not like if I touch it a little bit I'll go. If I touch it full whack I don't.
Yeah, that's it. Have to get used to cutting a bit more.
Dark
and that's 20.4. They'd obviously already done a lap, those tyres.
Yeah, so you can take a couple of tenths off those minimum probably. All depends on how much you looked after him on his other lap, though.
Looks like Harry's just coming round now to start his lap. It's interesting to see the slightly different line coming out of Parabolica. Some drivers go tight to the inside and some let it drift to the outside. I don't think it really makes a great deal of difference, to be honest. Looks like Harry's running some lower wing than some of the other drivers because that was 2:17 by the first chicane. That's a little bit higher than I've seen so far.
Flavor goes 7th with a 121.580. Yeah, I'm wondering if he's going 0-0 then. Or if he's doing the inverted 4-1 or something like that.
Well, most of the other cars have been about 200 by the second chicane. He was up at 206.
He didn't look super comfortable for that second chicane either. So
no, he's not looking so good through the Lesmos either.
Active crashed at well, yeah. call it.
Scary.
That's the one. He's died up on the exit on the right hand side. If he's on the left hand side, guaranteed.
Yeah, he'll have clipped that turn.
Oh, he's on the right. Down here.
How the heck is that? I bet he's tried to catch it, and that's where he's ended out.
He's lost it on the outside and then tried catching it and swung it into the wall.
Yeah. Here we go. Harry's come all across the line with a 120.3, which puts him third.
Yeah, actually, Kevin, I'm actually faster going tight on the exit to the final corner. Not going out wide.
I'm not sure it's the best strategy in the race though, because you do put more strain on the tyres.
Yeah, not in the race. I do it in qualifying. I do it, not in the race. Right, Waddington's going up through Ascari now. I think it's the fastest route in quality, yeah, but I think it's the slowest route in the race. You don't want to be putting too much wear on that outside car, well, the left outside of the car, because it's bad enough wear on it as it is. This is what I'm talking about now, Watto. That's actually the fast route in qualifying pace.
The X.
It's 20.2.
20.2.
Max going through final corner.
Was that a second lap for Watto? Because he's on low fuel.
Yeah, just like it was. So last year it said lap 1, so no, that was lap 1. That's the first lap on him. Max 121.2. Schumacher's on that lap now. We're doing Ferrari. Is it that dark? No, that's dark. Maserati then.
Right, we've got Schumacher just coming up to Parabolica now to start his lap, so we'll see what the Ferrari driver can do. Later joining into the session, so hopefully he's had some time at practice beforehand.
No, he's just woke up, so...
Oh, that's good omen. So in other words, good luck down into turn 1.
Well, good luck going through pretty much off of corners.
As you'd expect, quite tentative through the first 2 turns.
First run's always get a lap in there, isn't it? Really?
Yep.
And then you go to the banker, then you can full send it for the next couple of runs. Well, you don't want to get a couple more runs now, but you'll get another one in. I think he'll still be annoyed though if he's not in the 20s.
Pretty tidy laps so far. I think you can tell it's not quite full sends because obviously it wouldn't be if you were just into the session. 212 by Ascari, so not the lowest wins that are out there. Oh, and he's
where I went to in X3 last season. Same thing.
A little bit too tight there.
Yeah, too much curb on the inside. Easy done though, because say Ascari, you need to try and ride it as much as you can without dropping it in that corner.
Because it's so late in the lap and with only 52% ERS, it's probably not worth trying to go again.
Dark saves it through a second chicane. You know it went.
Bit too much heat in the tyres at the minute for Schumacher as well. So that's Dart coming up to Ascari now.
Yeah, he's 4 tenths down and got Ascari completely wrong.
Oh, he did. He ran really wide there.
Phillips is about to start a lap. Callum's is on a lap, it looks like. Didn't look at what he was on though. Is he saving down there straight or not? Doesn't look like it. It also doesn't look like he's using anything, so I think he is saving.
Yeah. Okay, that's Fearless on the lap now. He's coming down to the first chicane.
Yeah, set at 20.9 and 919 in the first run.
Oh, the distinctive play style of a pad player.
Thank you.
Oh, he's clipped the second curb coming out of the second chicane. Gave him a wee oversteer moment.
Well, at least it's not like last year's game. We went airborne last year if he did that.
That's right, that inside curb you really couldn't take at all because you would just get launched. So let's see what sort of pace he's hitting down to Ascari. Oh, considerably more wing running here, only 206.
He's going to be an absolute sitting duck on a straight.
Well, when you take DRS out of the equation, that's going to be quite a challenging race, I think.
So, I mean, he's going to be about 15 miles per hour slower.
Considerably, yeah.
Decent lap time though, really. If he's doing 20.9s with that sort of much wing, I mean, he must be getting quite a lot for the second sector then.
It's true, but like all that time deficit will be on the straights. You really have to run as low as you possibly can for your driving style on this track.
Oh. And Lally played the corner but has backed out the lap and hasn't full sent it through there, so that is fine. Max just starting lap. Okay, the problem is with the DRS in the race, you won't get it back either that fast.
So Navadi's aborted his current lap. He's saving his ERS up for a second go. My very lovely assistant has just brought me an Aperol Spritz to enjoy while I commentate on the race.
Watch people crash. It's more than likely what we're going to see. Right, Air Max going through the second DRS straight and into the third sector. Into Ascari. And he is up by half a second.
That'll be a decent improvement. That'll certainly move him up the times.
He's looking like he's going to go sick for the moment.
Yeah.
Vardy just come out the pit lane and got out of the way for Vardy. Right, Air Max was 20 watt, 20.6.
Good improvement.
I thought he'd probably a couple more tenths for that final spot for Ascari, but he didn't.
Navadi just going through the Lesmos now.
Well, it's getting to the end of qualifying now, and we've got a typical Monza going to happen. Look at turn 1.
Navadi's up by a 1/10.5 after sector 2, going through Ascari now. Using the width of the track well there.
It'll be that on track. Prudish got a qualifying ban, so that's why he's done an active crash out of Ascari, so that's why they are out of qualifying. So far, Schumacher
about to
time.
cross the line.
Oh, he's not. He's done. Yeah, he's done in qualifying. Bessie's going to start in 5th now. He's not going to be out again. I think...
Must have lost something in the final turn there, because he was a 1/10.5 up after Ascari.
Yeah, I think Air Max might be done as well, to be fair, in qualifying, so... Could have 10 cars fighting it out now.
So that Schumacher ahead of Dark on the track. Could be a bit of Ferrari team play going on here.
They don't think got enough time to both do it in set laps though, so I don't think they can.
Well, perhaps Schumacher's a little resigned to starting at the back after his aborted first lap. But we'll see.
I don't know, Ferrari seem to be fighting all season, so I don't know if they're actually going to be working together from what we've seen so far this season.
Oh, like real life Ferrari drivers then.
Oh yeah, properly. Problem is for Harry, he's behind that as well, so he's going to get dirty air through the whole of the second sector. We're coming through Ascari. At the moment he's in 9th. And the clock is gone, so now it's all last laps and last runs.
Schumacher going through Ascari again. Much better this time. In fact, really tidy. Good use of the curb on the exit.
Right, Callum crosses the line and he does improve to a 120.575 P7.
Okay, so that's Schumacher just coming round Parabolica now. Going tight to the line. It's going to be a 20.6, which puts him in 9th.
Dark goes to 4th with a 120.3, and Harry has been beaten by 3 100s down into 5. Waddington did improve.
Fearless.
No, he did improve. Quadro
Fearless Angel coming round the final turn, and that's a 20.5.
I think Flavor's the last
1,000 slower than Callum.
Jesus. Yeah, and it looks like Quadro's got pole position with 19.449. Little Shaz a second, and Wallington in third. Neither of them lot improved. Yeah, the only person Quadro improved, but the other two didn't. Right then, on pole position is Quadro with 19.449. Second is Shaz, Wallington in third. Fourth is Dark. 5 is Harry, 6 is Navadi, 7 is Callum, 8 is Fearless, 9th is Air Max, 10 is Schumacher, 11 is Active, Flavour in 12, and Prudish with a qualifying ban in 13th. And Waddington invalidated 19.8.
That's quite a gap back to second place for Quattro there. 0.6 of a second. Even if Waterwood managed to complete his 19.8 without invalidating, that 0.4 gap is still quite big at this track.
Are you able to run through the standings for us, please? I think you can see it, can you, through the gold thing?
I could if I had my phone on me.
Right. Give me a second, I'll quickly run through it. Right, we've got 56 minutes past, 4 minutes time. We can run through then, as we all said earlier, that Quadro is only 1 win away from the title, and he is with 273 points. Second is Wallington, 174. Third is Bulbies, 149. Darkin, 4 with 148. 5 is Albini with 118. 6 is Flavour with 115. Schumacher in 7th with 102. 8th is Callum with 88. 9th is Prudish with 78. 10th is Mantic with 75. 11th is Air Max with 63. 12th is Harry with 62. 13th is Navadi with 62. 14th is Alicio with 56. 15th is Ali with 53. 16th is Sasha with 47. 17th is Ali with 38. 18th is Fighty with 35. 19th is Rem with 32. 20th is Drac with 29. 21st is Sugar with 25. 22nd is Fion with 23. 23rd is Active with 22. 24th is Fearless with 20. 25th is Logic with 17. 26th is Little Shaz with 12. 27th is CVT with 11. 28th is Waldo with 7. 29th is El Zulu with 4. And Kaifu, Swayster, Franz, Tudi, and Herbaga all yet to score championship points. Constructors, Alpine lead the championship with 307. Second is Ferrari with 281. Third is Williams with 264. Fourth is McLaren with 218. Fifth is Mercedes with 214. Sixth is Red Bull with 162. Seventh is AlphaTauri with 147. Haas in 8 with 143. Ninth is Alfa Romeo with 103. And 10th is Aston Martin with 99. Right then, let's see what anyone's going on to. It's not 100% sure what we're going on to, but that's what they are at the moment.
So it looks like we might have some split strategy on tyres. So the top three at the moment, choosing the hard tyre. Then we have a raft of medium runners down to 10th place, where we've got a mixture then of hard and medium for the rest of the runners. I think that'll probably make with well, if it stays the same and the drivers don't change their tyre selection at the last second, Dark should be quite racy, and Harry, 4th and 5th at the start of the race. The top 3 probably working on a bit of tyre warm-up for the first lap and a half, I'd say.
The problem is for the hards, it's going to take them a couple of laps to get really going, so
yeah,
it's always a risk.
Was
of
it
starting
about
on
2
hards.
laps you found?
What was that?
Was it like 2 laps you found for the tyre warm-up on the hards?
I think it is, yeah, about that.
Yeah. It's the turning you really suffer with, and then the traction out of the corners, just a little bit too much throttle, and that's you've lost the rear end. It's also challenging if you've got an early safety car and then you've got to rewarm those hard tyres up after that safety car period. So it's my preferred strategy for sure, because I prefer to be on the fast tyre at the end. But
so it's all down to how you prefer, isn't it? Right then, let's see
yeah.
what people go on to them and what people are actually starting on. I'm presuming people pretty much half the grid's going to be split.
Yeah, so we've got Quattro, Chaz and Wado on the hard tyre. Then we've got Dark and Harry on the medium. Then Navadi's on the hard. And then Callum and Fearless are on mediums. Then we've got Air Max and Schumacher on the hard tyre. And then Subset medium, Flavour hard and Prudish on the medium tyre.
Yeah, so it is very mixed. Half and half.
So nobody going for the brave strategy of a soft hard?
No, not like it. Problem is for the hard one is if safety car comes out early, then they will be forced into going up against people that are doing that one stop too hard early, especially the medium runners.
I think what I'll do is I'll choose a mid-pack driver. Oh, we got somebody off the track, active. Spinning it on the warm-up lap.
Well, Prudish as well, but look on things. They're all trying to warm their tyres up nice and comfortably in the grass. Right then, so Quadra's on pole. If he wins the race, he wins the championship. Well, pretty much he's just got to really beat Waddington, really. By 10, when Waddington needs to beat Quadra by 10 points, but like I said, he's got he's got 4 races to do it in, so he's pretty much got it, really. Shaz in second, third Waddington, 4 in Dark, 5 is Harry, 6 is Navadi, 7 is Callum, 8 is Fearless, 9 is Air Max, 10 is Schumacher, 11 is Active, 12 is Flavour, and 13 is Prudish. Got 6 cars on mediums and 7 on the hards. No surprise that the front runners are on the hards, but it is actually a bit more of a surprise that some of the ones on the hello Quadro, you can't put there, mate. But there's not more cars at the back that's actually on hards instead of mediums. I was expecting the medium runners to be on mediums. It's the ones at the back I thought they'd be more on hards. Oh, Shannon's got the grid wrong, and he's going to be opening the door to Wallington at the start of the race.
Yep, Air Max as well, also a few feet back from the start of his grid box.
This is normally the worst part of the race as an EFR, so let's go. 27 laps, 13 on mediums, 12 to 13 on mediums, 14 to 15 on the hards. We're underway for round number 13 at Monza. Quadra's had a poor start. Waddington's already got past Shaz. It's going 4 wide, 3 wide at turn 1. And the Ferrari of Dark does move up into... Oh, they've just all shot over
a bit of congestion back here. There's a couple of taken to the exit road. Quadro. Already 5-second penalties been awarded.
Yeah, Quadro and Harry both got penalties for turn 1. They both shot straight across it. Harry did give up time, but Quadro didn't. But then Quadro's going side by side with Dark, and Dark has the race lead on those mediums. And then Quadro's fighting straight back at him on the inside. Through Lesmo number 1, and holds on to it and goes back into P1. Callum up to 6th as well. At the start of the race, it's always congestion at turn 1 and 2. And how many times do we see people go shooting straight over turn 1?
It's interesting. I assumed that both penalties at the start of the race would have been 5 seconds, but somehow Harry's ended out with a 3-second penalty.
Wallington's overshot the corner on going to Ascari. And he's dropped down, he's let anybody back through, and Wallington down to 7th. Yeah, I think because Harry let off through it. That's why Harry lost the position to Dark, where Quadro didn't. That's why Quadro got the 5 second and Harry only got the 3.
Yeah.
I think Harry also tried coming back straight back on as early as he could, where I think Quadro stayed out there.
Just stayed out that direction. So we've got Air Max has got a run on Fearless down the street. Looks like they're all ERS burning.
There you go. So we've got Shao side by
Fearless has
side with
gone
Harry.
defensive. Air Max trying to make it around the outside, which he does, which gives him the inside line for turn 2. They're still side by side. Now heading down to the next chicane. Fearless has managed to keep the place. Nice driving from both of them, no contact.
Yeah, and Little Shao's got past Navardi up to P4. Actually, no, I think Harry. It was Harry, actually. Harry's got past Little Shao, sorry, up to P3. Medium runners are getting a lot of advantage right now, is what we thought it would happen. Oh, there's Navardi in the grass. I'm not surprised at what I've seen at turn 1, honestly. I mean, I think every race we're going to see this weekend is going to be like that.
Quite a run of cars. Oh, that's...
Navardi's gone for Ascari.
Yeah, just lost it on the exit.
Don't think Schumacher did in quali.
Waddle making a move on Callum down into Parabolica. He's got the inside line. See what the run out of the turn's like. If he can get the power down nicely, he might just keep it ahead.
He's around DRS.
Yeah, he has. He's cleared him.
No one. Okay, oh yeah, it's not. Yeah,
Callum's coming back, burning some ERS.
Yeah, medium's getting
Waddle's got defensive. It's going to try and break later and go around the outside, but Waddle's got it covered.
Yeah, that shows you experience racing as well. Someone's up in the back. Active. Active has dropped on the exit turn 2. From the way I was looking. From where he went, it looks like he's either had contact, something's happened at front. Callum. On the exit
Callum's
of that
gone.
second chicane.
Oh no, he's not gone completely. He's just... looks like he's lost momentum. So Dark's sitting 4/10ths behind Quattro at the moment.
Yeah, so Callum did actually drop it. He was spun around, and he's now back. Going in 10th. Oh. Prudish and Air Max fighting for 7th and 8th. Ray trying to go on the outside for Ascari.
Looks to me like Dark's lining up a move for the main straight, for the DRS zone.
You're off track. Jesus Christ.
We'll surely have him here. Oh no, he's got a really poor run out of Parabolica. So he's quite far back, but I'm sure the speed advantage will be considerable. Is it going to be enough though?
No, it shouldn't be. He's too far back, and he's
he's going late. He's going late on the brakes.
Yeah, and it's not Quadro's got him covered. He's too far back.
He's gone tight into the second turn on, trying to undercut him. Didn't really burn as much ERS on that move as I thought he might do.
Little Shao and Harry fighting. Little Shao's back up to 3rd. Harry's down to 4th. Going to try and go too wide through that chicane. I mean, you can, but he would lose a lot of time. And now you've opened the door to Warrington as well. Warrington's down there in 5th. Active in the pit lane for damage, I think. Might not be actually. He's out in quite fast, so I don't think he's got damage. If he has damage, then it'll be because of a collision at turn 2. If he hasn't got damage, then I don't know whether he's just throwing that now, but no.
Dark able to take Ascari so much quicker with the medium tyres versus the hard tyres on Quattro's car. So he's really right on the back of him this time. Oh, he's run wide at the Parabolica again. It's going to leave him too far back again.
Macro and Air Max. Air Max is gone, I think.
Once again, not burning the ERS to try and get the move done.
I wonder if Air Max has got damage. There's been something happened. I don't know whether he spun or with those contacts, but he's around and going into Parabolica, so I wonder if he's actually had an incident. He's back on the way. Prudish and Fearless side by side. Also, Schumacher and Callum. Turn 1 and 2. And Callum is up to 8th
Quattro
position.
getting on the inside into the second chicane. No, he thinks better of it.
Fearless having a look at Prudish on the inside, going into the chicane, but doesn't. Just a little bit of the corner as well. So we're going to get a warning for that. Mediums are slowly going to start to burn off now. So in the next couple of laps they'll start to drop off. Oh, Waddington through Ascari, and he's got him. He's got Harry through Ascari. Harry makes a little mistake going into Ascari and opened the door on the inside, and Waddington moves up to 4. And fair play to Harry as well. He actually backed out of that and avoided the crash, so well done.
So Dark's a lot closer to Quattro now, just coming into the DRS zone on the main straight. He must have him this time.
So for all the penalties are 3 seconds of Harry, and Flavor's got a 3 second as well. They got that through, well, Harry got it at the start of the race, and Flavor got his through Ascari. Schumacher on Callum.
So, I'm really not understanding the strategy from Dark here. So he had a really great run on Quattro down the main straight and didn't use his ERS to get the move done.
Maybe
so he stayed, so in fact he ran out of puff. He really needs to make use of these medium tyres while he's got them on. Get that gap built.
We've just seen contact between Schumacher and Callum as well. And it looked like Schumacher just turned on Callum, but we'll see if it's reported. Fearless and Prudish. Fearless moves up to 6th, and Prudish is down to 7. DRS.
Prudish is going to have a DRS now.
Yeah, that's got it. Yeah.
Oh, that's quite a late move. I'm not sure about that. That was a bit of a late defensive mid from Angel. Fearless there. Oh, and now he's been squeezed by Prudish.
Yeah, that's a retaliation for you. I should learn better than that, really. Prudish been racing long enough not to retaliate. I'm in trouble last time.
Not sure that was really particularly sporting from either driver there.
Yeah, well, the problem is one's coming back from something, aren't they? So I think you'd behave a bit more, but Fearless back up to 6th. The problem is you have something with somebody, then you retaliate, that makes you look worse than what the person did to start it.
Yeah, definitely.
So
we're just having a little look into the second chicane there. Backed out. We're going to come through the Lesmos now. He'll surely have a run on him in the DRS zone again.
Well, they can go to hards to the end now, we know that. Lap 7, so isn't that you can do hards to the end now.
So here we go.
You need to make them move. Phillips leaves a bit more.
We're in the outside this time, he should have it clearly done.
He just left enough room that time. I think it might have just been an honest mistake by Phillips by moving over too late to defend the position, which there's a lot of us done it. Moved it a little bit too late to defend it.
So now it's going to depend what happens around that final turn, because Fearless will probably get a run on him again, although he's running on 13% ERS and it's really difficult to recover around this track.
Yeah, Prudish got 60%, so he should be able to get clear and actually hold on to this.
Get gone. Looks like Fearless is burning every single bit he's got left, which is really going to hurt him as the race goes on. Probably wants to consider going into some conservation mode.
Nevada's got past Flavour up to 10. Also, Harry's got past Waddington for 4 and 5. I think that's just changed.
Yeah, that has, yeah. Looks like Wadder's trying to fight back. Wadder, of course, is on the hard tyre versus the medium that's on Harry's at the moment. Wadder a little bit worse off on ERS at the moment.
I know what I said before, the thing he just wants to wrap up 2nd place. He doesn't think he can win it now, so.
Oh, he's gone for the... No, he thought about the move on the inside of Ascari. It's cost him the one entry.
Well, he's a little bit too far back, which he was a little bit too far back to make the move, but he's managed to still there. Prudish 3-second time penalty.
That's Prudish up to 6 seconds now, so that's going to hurt.
Dark's still not really pushing it behind Quadro. He's still 3 to 4 tenths. He doesn't seem to pull back, and then he gets in range and then backs out again. Yeah, and that's out.
He must have had a really big blade to take the place though, because he was running at 70% ERS before, and he's now down to 30.
Wellington on the inside, but on the outside now for turn 3. But no. But yeah, so I don't think Dark's going for a move because of the 5 seconds that Quadro's got. He would jump him up in pit stops. But the problem is Quadro's going to go to mediums.
Exactly, so there's a real risk he'll be able to pull the gap. I'm not sure, if I would be in Dark's position, I think I would have made the move and tried to build as much of a gap as possible. Because in combination with the 5 seconds, that might give him the time that he needs. But of course, who am I to argue with this strategy?
Well, there is a backmarker coming up as well, so that could play into
Look into the inside into Ascari. He's got just enough space that's pushed Harry offline.
Both covers the inside this time.
Good driving from the two of them, just not quite enough space to get the move done, I don't think. Should be in a good place to get it down the straight though. If you can stay clean through the final turn.
Yeah, Harry's got a little more ERS than what Waddo's got.
Yeah, it looks like Harry's struggling a little bit with those mediums now. They'll be coming to the end of their decent life. Waddo to the inside, down into turn 1. Not even burning ERS at the moment. Side by side.
Both left room, no conflict so far, and they're still side by side. No, Waddo's put back behind.
It's interesting to see that Harry still had enough grip in those tyres to pull away in the traction zone.
Well, they're not really losing time to the cars behind either. Prudish is still 5 seconds back. Actually, yeah, they actually gained there actually for that second chicane actually quite heavily.
Got to think that Harry's suffering a little bit on those tyres now. Trying to remember, is it not one of the rear tyres in particular suffers? Is it the left?
Yeah, the rear left. Yeah, rear left and the front left can also suffer really heavily as well.
Oh, Harry went wide there through Ascari. Waddo's so close he can give him a high five right now.
Problem is you don't overtake until you pass the white line here, and that's the white line.
Oh, he can take it so much tighter. Look at how much more grip he's got. Burning a little bit of ERS this time to get the move done.
Harry's in, 5 second time penalty as well, double speed in the pit lane. So Harry is in now, Waddo's got a chance to pull away. Light for P1 still going on, it's still 6 cents separating them, not changed. Well, it has changed, but it's not changed in the way we would thought it would. Right, Fearless and Cam also in, that was supposed to fight on track before the pit stop, so now they're all going on to hard tyres.
Unfortunately, I think for Dark at the moment he's a little bit stuck because he's now burned through a great deal of his ERS. He's now at 6%, and Quattro ahead is running 50.
Yeah, I think Dark is just gonna. I think if I was Dark now, I'd box him and try some sort of little bit of an undercut or something.
Oh, got the Alfa Romeo, the back marker, getting right in the way of Quattro into Parabolica.
Is he active actually in the lobby though? I don't know. It looks like he is. They get 3 blue flags until they get past, don't they? So yeah, that's not good.
That is, yeah, it's active in control of the car. It just ran deep into turn 1. That was quite a block, that.
I'm not too sure why he would have done that for, because it's not going to help him. He's not going to help his teammate or anything, so I don't know. It's obviously not his teammate in here, so. Right, Harry's got past Prudish. They've done their pit stops now. Everyone from Ninth backwards, have all done a pit stop. Active still got box again though. He's on 5 lap hold mediums, everyone else is on to the hards now.
Looks like Navadi's trying to close the gap up to Schumacher ahead. He's burning a little bit of DRS on the straights. Both drivers running the hard tyres, so he might want to make the move, get the move done before they hit their pit stop window.
Yeah, at the moment Dark is 24.9 seconds behind Quadro in P1, which would put him down actually. It's about 22 seconds pit stop here, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, but Quadro has a 5 second to serve in the pit lane, so
Navadi gaining considerable time through this lap on Schumacher, so he's going to have DRS on the main straight. He won't be close enough this time, but he certainly will be by him in the next lap or so if he keeps closing at this rate.
and this is the fight for a position as well because they're both on the same strap. Harry's on the back of their match.
Harry into turn 1, yeah, he's just tapped him.
Harry's got to be careful though, the car in front is on older tyres.
Yeah, Harry on fresh tyres. Oh, he's burning lots of ERS. There you go, he's going to brake layer into the corner, which he should be able to do on those newer tyres, and he gets the move done.
Someone's gone. And that is Active, facing the wrong way. He's got to be careful. Should be able to turn around now, it's got plenty of time to do it. Wallington just gets past him after he's spun. But 3 second time penalty.
Oh, it's a tough one. It's making it more and more difficult for him to take the win here.
I don't think he's getting a race win now. He needed to get past Quadro, really, I think, in the first stint to have a chance. Because he's going to lose the battle later on in the race because of mediums to hard.
That is the disadvantage with running that strategy. If you don't get a safety car to help you out, then you're really at such a disadvantage in the late phases of the race when there's low fuel and the other driver's on the faster tyre.
Also in between all that, Prudis has got past Air Max up to 9th. But, I mean, for Air Max, it's not his fight there though. He's still got a box. Everyone else is all on brand new meat hard tyres. Navadi on the back of Schumacher, still going around 4th and 5th.
It's going to be close going into this DRS zone up to Ascari now.
Yeah, Dark is slowly coming now as well, 2.3 behind.
Dark not really racing these guys because he's already done his stop.
No, but they could get in his way though. Quadro in.
Yeah, they certainly
13 lap hold.
Oh,
14 lap hold, sorry.
Navadi not even going to use the DRS. So it's a bit risky making the move here because you leave yourself open to being retaken on the main straight.
Is one of them going to box early though to get the undercut? Nope. Bruce got past Flavor up to 8th position, Flavor down to 9th. In the pits is Quadro, as we said about it, and Quadro comes out behind Dark. And it's going to be quite a bit as well. It's going to be like 5 or 6 seconds, I think. 4 or 5 seconds?
Schumacher's moved over for his teammate.
Okay.
So it was.
It was yellow flag to someone, so I wasn't too sure.
Yeah, it cost him a lot of time though. It's probably not the most efficient way of doing it. But yeah, that puts Dark ahead of him and back on the road.
Right then. The interesting part now will be is this car here, Quadro, and if Schumacher stays out longer than what he was normally going to, because he could help Dark. As long as he's not super aggressive or anything, he can actually help him a little bit. Depends how fast Quadro can get on the back of Schumacher, really.
You'd imagine it'd be quite quick given the difference in tyre age.
Still don't think it'd be for a couple of laps though.
So British with DRS on the DRS straight down to Ascari. He's got Harry ahead of him. Harry's in the middle of the track. He's moving to the inside. No, he's backed out of the move.
Yeah, too far behind. Harry's gone
Oh,
deep
but Harry's
again.
run wide. Oh, that's a big swing, and nicely avoided by Prudish, who takes the place.
Jesus. I bet
That
it's
was
a
a really
crown.
close moment. Yeah, there was definitely the faint whiff of poo there.
Right, Little Shaz is in. He comes out in position 4. Yeah, just behind the Merc of Dark. So Shaz has gained massively in the pit stops. Now right at the back of Dark and on mediums against hards. And so that means Little Shaz technically could be a de facto race leader right now. He's come out in front of Quattro. That 5-second penalty has hurt him massively. Right then, so Quattro is on the back of Schumacher now.
Yeah, it's all going to depend how quickly you can clear him here. I think we might have a little bit of Watto and Navadi hoping for a safety car here. Doesn't have a great deal of VRS, but he wants to get the move done. Oh, a bit of a wiggle from Schumacher there. Oh, he's just been punted off.
He was there, but yeah, he's spun around. I don't know if he's got damage. Has he got damage? Doesn't look like it, but he's now sitting duck for Harry and all that. Navadi's in the pit lane from 3rd.
So that'll give him a short 10-lap run to the end with the medium tyre, so he should be pretty racy on them.
Yeah, I expect you'll see. I'm surprised you didn't see Schumacher in box either. Schumacher's in box. Play the 5-second time penalty speeding in pit lane.
Oh, we've got a bit of an issue there. It looks like Prudish and Harry have had it coming together in turn 1, with Harry being spun round. These guys have been on the same bit of tarmac pretty much the whole race and seem determined to take each other out.
Also, Shaz on the back of Dark, and this is mediums against hards. And Shaz goes
the
up into
outside.
2nd.
Doesn't look like he's even going to fight it. He's not. He's just slotting in.
I don't think there's any reason why he's going to be able to fight it, to be fair. And Active's now in front of that fight as well. Cam's also on the back of the body.
Looks to me like Quattro might be just pacing himself, saving some ERS.
Right, Schumacher 3-second time penalty. Waddington is in the pit lane. Prudish 3-second time penalty also. Waddington will probably come out in 5th.
Let's see where Waddle's going to come out.
No, 4th, sorry. He's going to come up behind Quattro. Schumacher boxing? I believe he might be. No?
Nice clear bit of track with Schumacher behind on the track, who still has the stop, so that should be a pretty clear run for Waddle. Struggling at turn 1 just with those cold tyres, but again, another driver at the end of the race with a faster tyre, and he's got a decent amount of VRS as well.
No, so say he's 8 seconds off of Quattro though. At the moment, Shaz has got a big chance of winning this race. 5-second time penalty for Active, ignoring blue flags. He's in front of Little Shaz.
Yep. Also caused an issue for Quattro earlier on into Parabolica, but didn't pick up a penalty for ignoring blue flags on that occasion.
I don't know why Active doesn't just box and get out of the way of all this.
It's not a particularly comfortable place to be, right in the middle of all the leading pack.
No. And the thing is, if he boxed, he could come out behind this pack and the next pack. Schumacher has box now. Might they go soft to the end, maybe? On that line though, for doing it. Active 5 seconds again for ignoring blue flags.
It's up to 10 seconds of penalties now.
Well, he's not actually holding Dark up though, but still. The game's flashing blue at you, you should get out of the way.
Given the fact he's 39 seconds behind the next car,
Yeah.
it's probably time to just pull to the side. There's a big gap back to Waddle back there that you could be racing in.
No,
Oh, he's gone wide. Oh, he's bent it.
Well, it's one way getting out of the way of them. There you go.
Oh, reversing onto the track.
Oh, Wallo's on the train.
Okay.
Whoa, hello. Wallo's just spun as well and gone into him. Oh, and he's getting there 5 seconds.
Oh, we've got cars stuck to each other. You could probably reset. I'd imagine.
I mean, that was an unfair 5 seconds for Wallo, but that's the problem is he spun at the same place as what Active did on that inside curb. I said to him on Wednesday, he runs so much of that inside curb going around that corner.
He's not long out of the pits, so I bet an element is the tyres just weren't quite there for him yet. He's probably just tried to take a little bit too much bite out of them. He's got damage too. He's pitting.
Yeah, he got damage because he went into Active after Active spun as well. So it's not like anything can happen there. It's just one of them.
Should be another set of mediums. It'll be a battle for points now for Waddle.
What is Active doing, like? Harry's gone. Lesman number 2. It's going to be on the right hand side. Safety car. Whoa, hello. That was really close from Navardi.
Is it SC or is it VSC?
Full safety car deployed.
Yes, it is. And here we'll see everybody box. Should be softs. Softs to the end.
Oh, Dark and Quadro's out of contact. I think Dark's got in the back of Quadro going in the pit lane. Has Dark got damage? Doesn't look like it.
Well, given what's just happened to Waddle, this is great news for him because there's a lot of drivers ahead of him with significant penalties.
Well, the bigger problem is going to be is the back marker. He's not getting out of the way of people. He did the same thing just now to, I think it was Max was behind him.
Actually, really surprised he's managed to keep it to just 2 penalties. Like, 2 game penalties, I mean.
Yeah. Problem is now, after what he's done, are they going to let him unlap himself?
I think Flavor just broke the speed limit on the pit lane there. He's up to 11 seconds now. No, it can't have been this time actually because he's getting to serve it. Must have already had that.
I mean, Active may as well try and unlap himself. Whether it then lets him or not, it's another matter. He may as well try.
So the other good news for Waddle after his spin is that because he's already just boxed to the medium tyre, he doesn't actually have to stop again. As in, a lot of drivers will likely be switching to the softs.
I think everyone spits the spot softs. He literally, only Navardi, Waddo and Active that are still on mediums.
The thing about this track though is you can overheat softs really fast. I do remember a race from the first half of F1 22 where there was a similar late safety car, and by the end of the race, the last few laps, the medium tyre was the quicker one.
Someone's box, and Dark must have got damage from going in the back of Quadro, and he's in the pits now. So, and Navardi's on the brand new set of softs, so he must have damage, and he has got damage, and they're fixing it now, and that is now Active going in as well to do softs and a new front wing.
The other part for Dark as well is that's the 5-second penalty he's got to serve, so that's going to drop him even further down the order.
Yeah, and Active. He's also got a 5 second as well.
So Waddo's actually ahead of him on track now.
Yeah. The good thing is though for active now is actually he's now at the back of the field and a lap down, so at least he's at the back out the way.
This is true. If you're to take positives, then I guess that's
Well,
clutching a little bit of straws, but we'll take it.
he's not getting any more blue flags for a bit. Which means he isn't going to get any more in-game penalties or penalties from the stewards for ignoring blue flags.
Yes.
Which I'll be amazed if he doesn't get reported for.
Yeah.
This does hurt little Shaz though. He did have a 3-second gap on Quadro and now it's gone to nothing. So safety car might be coming in this lap, you know.
Could be a late call, is it?
It is.
Yeah,
What a late call that is.
It's because
Gotta love
Active
it.
just got on the back.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a bit of cascade going down the grid there.
It's got the late call, isn't it? And you've got to be
Yeah.
careful now, guys, because obviously you can't go that early because of the late call. Jazz goes, Quadro second, third, Navadi, 4 is Prudish, Wallington, Schumacher,
The
fighting,
grid.
but Wallington's up into 8th.
This street is congested. And here's some
Someone's
contact. Oh, Fearless is
Fearless.
round. I think it was contact with Schumacher.
They both dropped places.
Yeah, Schumacher ended
was
up
8th.
losing a couple of places.
Phyllis was on the inside at the corner as well, so Schumacher on the outside of Flavour. Is that Flavour? Actually, no, it's not Flavour, that's Active fighting. As a
Oh,
lap marker.
Waddle right on the back of Air Max, going down into the first Lesmos. He's been left some space, just about had enough room to make the move, but he's now tucked in behind. Oh, I'm not sure there's a way around there.
Oh! And there goes that. A little bit of contact between
Up on the
Duncan,
curb
but-
and
yeah.
not really left the room that he needed.
British in 4th then, fighting with Navadi, got the run on him. That is British up to 3rd.
Navadi's going for the outside now though, to try and take it back. No, he's backed out.
Yeah, soft against hard zone, medium zone it, so.
Yeah, I think that was a bit opportunistic of Dark there. I'm not really sure he left Waddle the room on the inside. But
Problem is they see a gap and they go for it, don't they? Seems to be the
Yep.
way lately, so. Flavour and
We got-
Schumacher fighting for. Oh! For
so we've
8th
now
and
got
9th.
Callum right on the back of Navadi. He's dropped a little bit back through the Lesmos. I have to say that through those turns, if you're on the back of another car, the dirty air really does cost you. There's a little bit of a half slide there, cost him some time through the middle of a sky.
Dark is just behind Callum now for 6th.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. He had a bit of a moment mid-corner there that he had to get out of the throttle for. Callum could really have done with DRS coming this lap.
He's going to go for a move though.
He's going to try and go later. He is trying to go later. Oh, he's
He's got it. He's also
just
been-
about got it done.
Yeah, the Dark's on the inside now though. Oh no, Dark's back out again. Problem is, I say, on those mediums against softs, isn't it? That's the issue.
Yeah. Doesn't quite have the same grip.
There's a penalty there for
There's
Dark,
going to be enough laps to see the difference between the temperature and the wear on the softs versus those medium tyres, so I think there'll just be losing time for medium runners.
Duncan in 5th, going for a move on Callum into 4 on the DRS straight, and Mark moves up to 4, Callum's 5th. And Quadro's also on the gearbox oil thingy for that one. Oh, Stone's gone. Stone has been kicked, I believe. See if I can get him back. Are you in the party still? Just not in that, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been kicked from session.
The game just declared a winner. It was really odd.
Okay. Everything ain't
Like,
over
actually-
yet. 2 laps to go.
That is very bizarre. I love this game and it's wonderful coding.
I'll be glad when next year's physics are back, I'll tell you that. I think it'll stop half these problems that we're having now. Navardi 3-second time penalty.
Quattro's clever here, he'll wait for the last possible moment to make the overtake. So that he's not at risk of being overtaken again.
Yeah, so he doesn't need to win the he doesn't need to win it to win the championship because of where Waddington is, but also there may be penalties coming, as we know, so how much ERS has Shaz got? Well, one's got 13, one's got 20%, so Schumacher's got past Flavour into 8th, I believe, yep. And that's Schumacher up to 8th, Flavour down to 9. And Dark is on the back of Callum. Callum's got past Dark up to 4. Well, what's the one for the fight, for the lead? Shaz pretty much just needs to get this straight right, and then let's go right now, win this race. Because Quattro isn't close enough. Dark's got past Callum on the DRS straight. Again, there might be penalties coming there as well.
But Quattro's just going to do the sensible thing.
Is he?
No, maybe not.
Looks like
at least he's taking the risk.
Quadro's got it, but obviously pending penalties, as we did see something with the Scary, so there could be penalties coming. So Quadro wins it, Little Shaz in 2nd, something's happened at the back, Prudish, Callums gets 3rd, 4th from Air Max, great results for them. Prudish brings home in 5, Dark in 6, no, Waddington gets to 6, so great comeback for him as well actually, but he does still, I think Quadro still gets the championship though, even if he doesn't get a penalty, he still should get it, we'll see. What the classified results are in a minute.
Wow, what a crazy race. Lots of talking points from that one.
Yeah, I thought it would be though, it's Monza, so I expected it to be.
Yeah, it's one of those funny tracks that seems to equalise drivers' pace.
Yeah. We got the classified results then, quickly. So Quadro wins it, fast lap to Shazo, 1:21.306. Callum in 3rd, 4th is Air Max, 5 is Prudish, 6 is Waddington, 7th is Dark, 8 is Schumacher, 9th is Navardi, 10 is Flavour, Fearless in 11, 12 is Active, and 13, only DNF was Harry. Right, that is us done from Monza. What is it? Not let me press X button, there we go. And that is round number 13 done from Monza. What are we next week? Let's have a look, shall we? Oh, I don't want that. Trying to get the thingy. Let's have a look then. And Actually, I think does next week get changed? No, we're not changing next week, so it is not. We're not following XRL next week, are we? So 26th of May will be Saudi Arabia at 6:30 UK time,
great track.
around 14. Yeah, XRL's doing Mexico though for the anniversary weekend, but we're just following our normal calendar. So Saudi next week for round number 14 at 6:30 PM UK time, and that is our podium from Monza though. Quadro wins the championship with it as well, and the race win. Chaz in second, and Callum in third. Everybody have a great weekend, and we'll catch you all next time. And thank you, Stone.
No worries. Pleasure. Thanks, guys.